This is the first time we've been able to bring together all of the people whose leadership is necessary to transform financial regulation in the United States. We have represented here members of Congress, agency leadership, industry leadership, regulated entities, all of the constituencies who, over the next few years, will be working together to transform financial regulatory reporting in the United States from disconnected documents into open and standardized data. And that is a transformation that is sorely needed. For the most part, US financial regulators don't use data to collect the information that they must gather under the securities laws, the commodities laws, the Banking Act. For the most part, US regulators are still using documents to collect that crucial information. When I worked at the Securities and Exchange Commission 6 years ago, one of my first projects was a management study where I looked at what the SEC does when it receives financial statements from the thousands of public companies in the world's largest capital market. I discovered that SEC attorneys and accountants, because there was no data available, were being forced to manually check the mathematics of financial statements with calculators and pencils. We shouldn't be forcing SEC staff to do that. Likewise, we shouldn't be forcing companies, banks, financial firms to take information from the electronic systems that they've got, manually compile documents and submit those documents to regulators. This process should be automatic. Likewise, we shouldn't be forcing investors and the analysts who serve them to manually transcribe information from regulatory sources into the spreadsheets and databases that they use. That process, likewise, should be automatic. Now, we are proudly the largest financial industry and the largest capital market in the world. We're also the most complex financial regulatory system in the world, with an alphabet soup of regulators. Fortunately, most of them are here today, so let's talk to them. The change hasn't happened yet, but the attendance we've got today, the people who are here in this room, make me hopeful, because I think the people who are here in this room are going to make it happen. Now, our coalition, the Data Transparency Coalition, is the only trade association that pursues the idea of data standards and data publication as a matter of policy. Our job is to try to convince policymakers that the government should adopt data standards and should publish what's public as open data. Judging from the last couple of years, I'm excited about our prospects. Last year, we celebrated the passage of the Digital Accountability and Transparency Act, or DATA Act, which requires that transformation for the federal government's spending information. Our next job, our follow-up to the DATA Act, is to pursue that transformation across the whole complex structure of financial regulatory reporting in this country, and that's our topic today. I'm grateful for our member companies, without whom we could not pursue this campaign. You can meet them over there behind the gray curtain. Please go do so. And we're particularly grateful to our presenting sponsor, R.R. Donnelley, and it's to R.R. Donnelley's Executive Vice President, Craig Clay, that I'd like to turn now. Thanks so much to everybody for being here.
Thank you, Hudson. Again, Craig Clay with R.R. Donnelley. It's a pleasure to be here. As an industry leader in integrated communications, Donnelley has an unwavering dedication to innovation, service, and quality. We're proud to serve 95% of the Fortune 1000 and the partner of 60,000 clients on 4 continents and in 37 countries. For 150 years, we've been connecting our clients to audiences through the power of data, words, and images. Our size and strength has enabled us to provide a broad range of solutions delivered across a global services platform that help our clients improve accountability, enhance ROI, ease compliance, and build public trust. At today's Financial Regulation Summit, our goal is clear: to chart a course for reform, moving from document-based reporting to standardized machine-readable data. For Donley, this is nothing more than our day-to-day operations. We have a proven track record for partnering with government regulators in America, Europe, and in Asia to reduce compliance costs and automate the reporting process. Donley has proven that it can be easy to move from documents to data. We were instrumental in helping the FDIC transform to the Open Data Standardized System. Before the Donley solution, you had 8,300 banks that were filing quarterly reports with the FDIC. It took 60 days for the staff to vet that and publish it. Post the solution, the FDIC reports are now available on the central repository within 2 days, a 58-day improvement. It is not a burden, and it saves time and money. Donley brought the same technology to the Bank of France to equip their team with a scalable platform to simplify and accelerate their reporting process. Built-in validation checks assure that filers and regulators that the submissions are complete, consistent, and accurate. It was not a burden, and it saves them time and money. South of the border right now, Donley is working with the Mexico Stock Exchange to automate their process. There is no XBRL available and visible to the client. It is all behind the scenes. With the IFRS XBRL taxonomy, our expertise in innovative technology is bringing their process online and making the Mexico Stock Exchange the technology leader. It is not a burden, and it makes their job easier and saves time and money. Based on our experience, we can safely say the future has arrived. The data-driven transformation began at the FDIC in 2005. It continued at the SEC starting in 2009, and has expanded with the Data Act in 2014. As a result, we'll soon have greater transparency, accuracy, and consistency, all while significantly reducing the effort to report. Today's session are packed with leaders of financial reform, and this is needed as we transform from documents to data. I would like to thank our audience for their attendance and thank our speakers for their contribution in what will be a very insightful day. With that, I will turn it back to Hudson.